area as the Zed. That's where things get a little bit weird.
Rel and Grang is probably better
They
options
would probably
here.
be better doing that.
But I can see the Zed potentially in your 2v1s getting value out of being able to get the death
away. So Kanavi doesn't have Shadow. This could be a bit of a problem now, actually.
Uh-oh. Going to be in a dicey spot. Still has the flash. Shadow's back up. Flash for flash, but the Zed blade drags Mako onto the wall. Doesn't matter. Flash for the chomp.
Great jungle support play from IG. They managed to catch out Kanavi as he late. Top Esports not responding well to IG's proactive move into the enemy jungle.
Ooh, nice cast, but the Shy will try and turn that around with a decent disguise option. But he's pretty low now. 369 not with a huge amount of mana, but it's always deceptive on Gragas. Flash for that body slam. Can't quite get the kill. Turnaround and comes on through as the Shy begins to turn this around. Getting some shock blasts. Solo kill for the Shy.
The 369 ran out of mana. Go. He'll ignite onto Mako. Ready to fight. No Shadow now. Used it for poke. That's a mistake, Kanavi.
Damage comes on down. Kanavi dead to rights. He'll get one back, though, on the Trundle. Jungle for jungle trade. Teleport's beginning to fly. Not so right now, because Lucian isn't here on the other one. The AD carry's not around. Reese is now in a dangerous position. Remember, no cast. Still throws down the barrel roll. Shoved back with the seismic shove, but has nowhere to go. And Top Esports just overplay it a bit. Mako going to try and Zenith Blade out to safety. Crash down, out and away. Cream, no mana himself, really, to find that much value. Can still get some decent damage back, though, with the wind-up autos as Dracula forced to flash with the culling. Hung, maybe going to get an interrupt here.
It just keeps going. Both these teams going for the throat. 2 for 2 overall. Kanavi getting a triple.
Say, discretion's the better part of valor, and pull away from that potential fracas.
369 clearing out as best he can make. Oh, 369 tried to put down a ward there.
Solar Flare, Cass comes on down, buys a bit of time, flashes over the pillar, and now Hung is here, gets a double crash down, TP's flying. Kanavi also coming over, Mako's desperately low. I think there's some dead members to play around here. Jackie Love also here, Kanavi gets it with a Shadow Slash. Doesn't burn, the ult is yet 2 seconds on it, can look to now Death Mark way. Damage on in, not going to be quite enough for Shy, picks it up. The double tap auto, not quite there either. Jackie doesn't survive with the command protect, but a flash on forward from Cream with the command attack dissonance, gets some value. Hung coming on over, trying to keep people alive, body blocking the threaded volleys. 369 could potentially get over the wall, but flashes from Rookie make this a mess again. 3 dead on the side of Top Esports, as I'm pretty sure IG lose 2.
IG just about getting away with it again. Rookie very nearly getting an exit kill. IG better in the skirt. I think he's got the Merc Treads, but he's not going that tanky. 369 on the weak side again, though. And, yeah, don't think he's making it out of this one.
Just burned his cask as well to try and get some poke and see if he can get to the shot of the turret, kind of away. He's about to get dived like this. There's just not much you get to do. That'll be turret for Invictus Gaming, you think. It is indeed.
3 grubs, Ezreal hitting W on the tower and the Trundle chomping it with Triforce. Yep, that'll do it. Will be 1-for-1 turret trade, at least. It's going to be the feat of strength claimed by IG. Jackie Love.
Decent gentle cleanse away from the Solar Flare. Mako will lock it in a clip, so it doesn't take too much damage from that. Tier 2 goes down. My god. Jace, Trundle, Ezreal with 3 grubs. Yeah.
It does a hell of a lot of work on tower. So suddenly what was
a game day. 8-game day.
I mean, yeah, it's not the 9-game day. It could have been worse, and I guess there aren't the 1v1s anymore. Oh, another Shadow forwards, maybe unwisely so.
Kanavi does get on out, does get some fair damage in Magnet Storm after. It all works out in the end. 2 down already. They've turned it around on the Orianna, though. Dracula goes down. Will trade back, though, courtesy of 369. Gala now in danger, mounted up on with some Ferromancy. The Shy turns up, but it's so damn late. How much damage can he do in the backline here as he needs to run away with the Ghost Blade? Goes to the skies, buys some time, gets a slow down. Can't get as much as he was hoping for. Wait for the shock blast. It will be empowered shortly. 369 does dodge away from it after taking that ult as well. Does some good work there. Back to the dragon we go. Kanavi on it. Wait. Also around. This gets dicey. Smite fight. One by the Zed. Crash down from Hung, getting some value. Shockwave goes on down onto Wei, who just about survives for a second or two longer. Mako into the backline. Cream is desperately low. Does go down. Backline goes Kanavi, getting damage onto Rookie. Can't quite get it with a death mark, but they'll still get a kill onto that Mako Leona. Resetting on a wall. Can they get a hold of him? Kanavi looking for more. This would be a big shutdown. The Shy's the gold lead. And 369 is hunting.
He has flash. He can maybe get out here. Not going to be able to use it. Shut down to 369. And Kanavi starting to clean up these plays. The shadows that were getting him killed before are leading to pick out an important pick onto 369 if he's alone on a side lane, onto Orianna if they're out of position, or do you have to save that now for the Zed? Because the only person who is going to be able to really answer the Zed is that Leona immediately CCing them. Otherwise, the shadows are going to start giving multiple escape options for the Zed. You need to immediately hard CC them. Rookie looking for the flick back. Does catch Kanavi, but not able to stop the blue buff going down.
Way coming. Color comes on down. Kanavi now desperately low. Weaver's wall. Kanavi's going to die here. Good shadow for a second to buy time, but he still dies. Over eager on that blue buff invade as IG pull the trigger and punish Kanavi.
Every fight is determined by how good or bad the shadow placement is. Kanavi gets caught by the flick back and had used the shadow to farm. Suddenly jungler dead.
Herald over those tools, and that can mean your poke core isn't very far away.
You've heard of poke core. Now get ready for poke core. Rookie putting the wall in. Not doing that much though.
He will slide over it with the relentless pursuit. Mako eats some shuriken poke. Ow.
I'll be backing off again. Throw the shadow forward, back the hell off, so that solar flare doesn't give you too many issues. Herald chunks out mid lane, doesn't kill it. That's a great ult though. That's important.
Ooh, Magnet Storm though into the shockwave. Combo comes through his Mako, just about survives. Gala body blocks the culling, trying to get on top of Jackulov. He's pretty damn low. What about the rest of the play? You've lost Hung. Everyone else quite low. Mako has got the summoner spellbook, but doesn't have teleport available right now, so I have to walk back.
Kanavi gets the scuttle crab. Jackulov really struggling to deal with Gala. That Gala getting the better of the AD carry 1v1, and that shock blast definitely does not help either. Mid turret goes down. IG winning the push and pull.
369 now getting run up by Gala, who's just getting an auto down in farm, but not in gold, and certainly not in damage. Gala's Ezreal, legendary in the LPL, and you can see why. He's got 2 items, and Ezreal has ever been good at that point.
I wonder if Kanavi had an option there to all in on the Shy. It's not like he's got any armor. He's got the magic with this boost. Kanavi walking over.
Here we go again.
Doesn't get the steal.
Find some value here. Gets a bit of poke. Does catch the Shy just a little. But again, Atakan's up, you know.
It is. Double teleports from IG. If you ever get that double shuriken, get the Eclipse as well from an EQ. Just went over. Yeah, they're not in position to contest this at all. Tried to sneak away a red buff. Instead, they've left the Atakan open. Great punish by IG.
Navi might got to get. He's got a flash and a shadow. Not quite enough. Atakan taken. Mako now looking for an
Gala.
Gala goes into the backline. Damage for Kanavi. He's onto him. Can't quite get it, but there's the death mark proc. I shouldn't have doubted him. Kanavi gonna get flash chop, will go down, but the damage in many ways kind of done here. 369 split off the Shy, looking to get a hold of him. TES on the wrong side of the map. Way looking for an angle. The ball comes across. Way looking for some damage. Cream flashing away, but to where? Got a phase rush rolling. Weaver's wall comes down. Won't be taken. Cream doesn't have a flash play. Can he go? Using the chickens to buy space. Going between turrets here. Caught by the pillar. Way on the frozen domain. Shockwave buys time, but the threaded volley and the seismic shove do what they're supposed to do. The rest of TES get out, but they get Gala.
IG playing well around the objectives, forcing the issue again.
Looking to make it happen. Flash down on Gala could be valuable, but flash down on Kanavi. Cream 369, big cooldowns. Here we go again, down to 4k HP. Kanavi can shadow in. Rookie looking to stop him. Shadows away from the Zenfei. Turn around though, onto the Shy. He's a big kill. Taking a hold of Kanavi, hit with the solar flare, in danger, but they've taken the Baron. Shadow going forwards to get Kanavi out to safety. Tries to go in for some more damage. Can't quite go to Gala, who backs away. Kanavi finally falls his way, chomps him. Gets some damage onto him. Hung needs to back away as 369 being traded with by Gala. Goes over the wall. Hung in danger. Mako going forward with the Zenith Blade. Jackie trying to trade out. Gets some damage away with the subjugation rolling. Jackie dashes. Flashes for the piercing light. Gets a hold of Gala. Sliding. Gliding. But he's just not enough. And over comes Rookie with the Weaver's Wall, and 369 gets the triple.
Triple kill for Rookies, and where you have Kanavi still in a good spot, it really is IG picking up more damage between the combination. Stats per level, the extra HP make it much harder to play around it. Top Esports, giving it a good shot with some fancy moves from the Zed. Dominic's regards, though, to cut through the front line quite as easily. Way gonna walk up.
A bit of damage. Now Kanavi's used the shadow to try and get poked down. Goes in. Death mark down. Tries to go back out to the shadow. Weaver's wall. Won't get him on the wrong side of it, but can now look for a lot more poke. Rookie looking for a seismic shove. Cream somehow split off as well. And he's going to go down to Gala. The shockwave times out because he dies before it completes. Now looking for more. Flash away from Kanavi. Jackie caught though. Just about survives, but for how much longer? Just about out of range. 369 goes golden, but I think he'll be eating silver in this game. It's looking like game 3 is all but a done deal. True Shot Barrage not going to kill Kanavi.
The flash shove from Rookie is so excellent. Forces the flash from Kanavi and gets Jackulov to retreat and not defend the towers. IG, with the Baron buff active, will look to end the game.
5v3 onto Nexus turrets. They're looking to get jumped on down. Seismic Shove just why. Hung going into the backline with the Magnet Storm buying time, but will surely fall. Not enough stats in the game to keep himself alive as Jackie eats an empowered shot blast. Way flash for the chomp. Can't quite get the kill, but the rest of the team surely can. We're going to 3.
8-game day for day 1 of the